Joining us now, the one and only Bryan Cranston.
Salud, salud.
You're just doing that because I brought tequila. That's all.
You know what? They're exactly
I know
right.
you.
You know
I'm
as well.
so glad when I finally did see Breaking Bad because I was a little late to the party, but I did a binge and it was the best thing ever. When I got to binge it all, when I was, it was so good right there. It made it like one long movie that was just really cool to consume.
Yeah, one long, painful movie. Yeah, and you know, it was really kind of Netflix's first binge show.
Yeah.
And
You're
that's
right.
when it really took off for us. Because before that, we were just this little show in the desert, just trying to make the best story we could.
Yeah, New
and then
Mexico.
all of a sudden, Netflix went from the red envelopes, remember those,
Yes, yes.
to pushing a button,
Yup.
and all of a sudden,
Everything
took off.
changed.
That's how I did.
And
It's
you and
awesome.
Aaron Paul, phenomenal on screen, of course, off screen. Did you connect instantly with him?
I did. Yeah, he was a great. Yeah, I knew him when he was 26 years old, and that's 20 years ago. So now he and I are great friends, and the reason we started Dos Hombres, Tequila and Mezcal, was because we missed each other.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
perfect
I'm
reason.
serious.
It's really
to hang.
true.
Who came to who first?
Well, after Breaking Bad, 6 years of very intense working together. And then you go your separate ways, like when you finish college and you think, oh, I'm going to be close friends with this person forever.
Yeah.
And life
just
has
happens.
a tendency to step in and say, no, you're going this way, you're going that way.
Yeah.
And so we were at a sushi restaurant in New York together after 3 years of not seeing each other very much. And he says to me, we ought to start a tequila and mezcal company. And I said, wow. That's a terrible idea. What do we know about that? And he said, what do we know about acting? I said, okay.
Dive right in.
You make a good point.
So has this always been your libation of choice, or is it the time spent in New Mexico with all the Mexicans that you got into tequila and mezcal?
So I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, so
Hey, so
I've
you're
been
used to
around the
raza.
Mexican culture
Hey.
all my life. And we used to take trips to Ensenada and
you go.
Tijuana, and I mean, it's like, and so tequila has always been there. And mezcal was one of those interesting things that the first mezcal I tasted was awful. It like you were drinking from an
Yes.
ashtray.
Right.
And I thought, ooh, that's terrible. I never want to drink that again. But Aaron said, no, you had a bad one. So we went to a mezcal bar, and I'm tasting, and it blew my mind.
It's hot right now, too.
Oh,
Yes.
God, it's so good.
Smoky, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the bottles. I like how they're patches. But I don't know which one we're drinking, but this is delicious.
This is a good margarita right here.
This is fantastic. I love the
Got the
jalapenos
little
in there.
tahini right there.
So do you know what you
Nice.
brought us today? Which one? What we're drinking?
I'm going to have to drink the whole thing to be able.
You have to be that. Right, and I didn't realize you
As a
were...
I'm close.
researcher.
I'm close to being able.
Keep it going.
This is the tequila.
The tequila, for sure. I didn't realize you were a native Angelino. That's
Yeah.
rare.
Born and raised here, yeah.
Born and
in
raised.
Hollywood, raised in the San Fernando Valley.
Oh, okay.
I still live in the San Fernando Valley. And
Don't
New York.
leave.
I mean,
That's
we kind of
awesome.
go back and forth.
What
That's
food
awesome.
would you pair with this? What do we think is delectable to go
Well,
with
I
this?
mean, the obvious is Mexican food, right? You're like, Casa Vega is close to my house.
Oh, okay. See,
And
that's
that's
great.
like-
They just had
that's-
a big anniversary.
A big anniversary.
But I think tequila goes with everything.
it kind of does.
Kinda does.
Or by itself.
By
itself.
itself. I agree. Congratulations. That's awesome.
It's
right
true.
here.
Yeah, thank you.
We heard that you also like to cook, or you've been trying to learn.
No, I'm 70 now, and I got to a point where, thank you, that was your cue.
You got one what?
One person goes, what? And the other people, 17 other people going, yeah. That's fine."
They're like, that tracks.
A couple were going, only 7.
Whoa.
What was I saying?
Food. You like to cook.
No, I don't cook.
You don't
My
cook?
wife does all the cooking. She's a good cook, but I haven't learned that skill. And I think before I leave this planet, I should be able to cook for myself. So I want to learn how to cook. I want to pick up a hobby.
Yeah.
I've been working so much for the last 30 years that I've been going around from the theater to doing a film, doing a series, and it's not real life. I want more real life experience to come in.
What's the meal? Maybe like a lasagna is a good one to throw out there. Like, what's the meal you want to master?
I was hoping that you'd say, we brought one out here.
And I was thinking hobby, maybe the harmonica, if you don't play, you could do it on set.
A harmonica. Why would you pick the harmonica?
Because I'm thinking on set, easy to carry. I'm obsessed with you on the studio. We're going to get to that. But on set, in between stuff, I'm looking out for you, Brian.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian's like, yeah, thanks, Hoover.
Yeah. No, I think hey, no, he likes it.
Speaking of the studio,
yeah.
such a great show. You're so great on it. And I love how they work over there. They're constantly changing the line. I don't even know why I bothered memorizing lines, because they're changing everything and it's always evolving. How much creative input did you have in your particular character, Brian? Did you want to play him that certain way, or did it just kind of evolve that way?
I did have a lot of input, but before we get to that, I want to say that there was a lot of great talk about your episode that you did on the studio.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, that you're a team player, you were game, and you're willing to throw yourself in there, and that's really what it takes. It takes that kind of spirit, and this is a crazy, crazy show, as you know. And I patterned him after Robert Evans, who was a big producer and studio head back in the 70s.
Kid stays in the picture. Yeah.
Kid stays in the picture. He was such a ladies' man. He thought he was anyway. You know, and he was kind of a strange guy with the super tan, crystal white teeth. He wore the kind of phallus symbols on his. Any guy who has to do that apparently doesn't have it, but it was a fun thing to create, and Seth and Evan embraced that idea, and so we just played with it. And I can honestly tell you that in this next season of the studio, I do something in front of Madonna.
What?
In a truth or dare test.
Oh my God.
And it's a dare, and I do something that will either raise my street cred very high or destroy my career.
That's a tease right there.
It is one of the two, but I guarantee you, you will utter to yourselves, oh my God.
You
will be watching this like this, and you will not believe.
What was that like shooting with her in Italy? Like, had you met Madonna before? Give us, once they said cut, what it was like.
She is an extraordinary person.
Yeah.
I mean, she's Madonna.
Yeah.
She's one of the most famous people in all the world. And we were in Venice, Italy, shooting 2 episodes over there. And it was almost like a pinch myself time. You're going, look at where we are with Madonna. Yeah. And she works very hard. Her work ethic is incredible. Yeah. And she was funny, and she contributed, and she was a good sport. And we were there to 3, 4, 5 in the morning sometimes, and she was right there with us.
Wow.
So I got nothing but great things to say about her.
That's awesome. Venice is interesting, too, because all the canals, and there's really no cars. So you have to
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you can bring your tequila. All right,
Yeah.
sit right there, guys. Fans are excited to see you back with the cast of Malcolm in the Middle. We're talking about that when we come back.
That's awesome.
Look at this. They're sending an unmanned probe to Venus and letting a bunch of school children name it. Well, that's gonna end badly.
They do this every month. He has sensitive skin. The hair gets itchy under his clothes.
Yeah, it seems like such a shame to just dump this in the trash. Maybe birds would like to make nests with it, or I don't know, maybe you boys could use it for school projects. Arms up.
Dude,
The hit series Malcolm in the Middle recently made a return nearly 20 years after the original series ended.
Yes, and we are back with Bryan Cranston.
Salute!
What was going on in that pilot there, my man?
Oh, hello. That was the first day that we shot, and I hadn't met all the kids. I was the last one hired because they thought they wanted some big bruising guy, you know, and it's like, no, they couldn't find him. And I was the last one hired, and they were building the sets as I was auditioning.
Oh, wow.
And I got the job, and I hadn't met the kids yet until that day.
Oh, that's great.
And I said,
that's great.
Well, you're about to meet your fake father in the nude. My apologies.
So they were going to recast you before the pilot, then you got on there and nailed it.
Well, no, not before the pilot.
After the pilot.
After the pilot, Linwood Boomer, who wrote and created the show, gave me about 5 lines during the pilot, and there was not a lot to do. That was about as much as I said in the pilot. And after the pilot, Fox says, we're picking up the show, but we want to replace the dad. And he said, no, I don't want to do that. And they go, but we can find someone funnier. He's just not funny. And he said, no, that was my fault because I didn't give him anything to really play with. And so, no, he's got to say.
Good on
so
him.
I know, yeah. I mean, everybody needs a champion at some point, and Linwood Boomer for Malcolm in the Middle, and Vince Gilligan for Breaking Bad. When he said, I want Bryan Cranston for Walter White, AMC and Sony, the studio and the network, said, whoa, you mean the goofy dad from Malcolm? You want to be Walter White?
Yeah.
And he said, no, he's an actor. This is what they do. You trust me.
That's awesome. That was like a Coppola moment with Pacino.
It was.
With The Godfather.
It was with The Godfather.
You have to have somebody that believes in you and sees you through with that talent.
And now the show with a revival.
Yeah.
All this time, that's awesome. And you were a champion of this reboot.
I was wanting to do this for 10 years, 12 years. And I kept introducing it to Linwood, our creator, and he first said, no, not going to do it. And then he slowly started softening to the point where he said, well, maybe if I can think of a good idea. So I kept working on him, and he finally came up with this great idea, and there we have it. It was a lot of fun. We did 4 episodes. And, who knows what's going to happen after that, but it was great.
So fun.
It was great.
And seeing your TV son all grown up, what did that feel like?
They are, all those 3 older boys are now right around the same age that I was when we first started the series.
That's
wow,
crazy.
That's a trip.
In 99.
Yeah.
Now they've got kids of their own and all these things, and I said,
Frankie's a professional driver.
Exactly right. Exactly.
He's the real deal.
Frankie, I know, he's actually racing right now.
That's great.
And your daughter, your real-life daughter, is incredible on the pit.
Wow.
That has, to me, as a parent, be the greatest success story, right?
On the hottest show, too. That's
on
crazy.
a hot show. As I told her and any young actor, I said, look, it's hard enough to get on a bad show.
Right.
If you,
right. You're right, though.
If you get on a good one, and even a great one like The Pit, savor that. Wrap your arms around that. No, we're so pleased. Anytime someone praises your child, my wife and I are just gushing every night. We're just so happy for her, and the show is doing incredibly well, and we're just giddy.
That's the best.
Do you run lines with her or any advice you give her on the acting front?
No. In fact, she goes by Taylor Dearden, which is Robin's name.
Yeah.
And the reason she started that is because she didn't want any association. She didn't want any thought of nepotism in any way. In fact, I didn't even know she was up for this role until she already got it. And so I thought that's great. You carve out your own journey, let it be yours.
Well done.
Question, knowing how tough this business is, initially when she had an interest kind of following this, did you encourage it, try to discourage it? How did you handle that?
I tell this to young actors all the time. If you're dreaming about being an actor, if you're thinking about it, that's when you should do it.
Hey, but you know what?
I mean, more tequila. No, but I was thinking I was going to go the other way.
Ruin your whole deal there, Bryan.
No, I was thinking you had...
Let's play the harmonica.
Let's play the harmonica. Yeah.
It's going to be great on set.
Let him tell the story, Hoover.
I was helping him.
For God's sakes. Go ahead, Bryan.
I was thinking that acting is so hard that you got to love the craft more than wanting to be an actor. You got to love just what you're doing.
You do. Stanislavski, the famous Russian teacher and actor, said, love the art within you, not you within the art. Meaning, don't imagine yourself, I want to buy a house, I want to get this, I want to work with that, I want to do this. Love the fact that you can have an opportunity to create, and you using your imagination to its fullest and creating these things. So when Taylor was very young, Robin and I got her into music, summer music sessions and things like that she wanted to do, and she did all the plays in school and high school and college. But it was up to her then when she wanted to do that, and she started working right away.
That's awesome.
2 months after she graduated from USC, she got a series. She was a series star.
Dang.
Unbelievable. It's not my path.
Yeah.
I had, drunken frat boy number 2.
Right.
And
Wait, you were on Chips.
I was drunk.
nailed it.
You're on Chips. That's right. On Chips.
Did you have the glasses?
That was the best right there. The strutting. Yes, that's old school Chips. I love Chips.
Wait, did you ride a motorcycle? Did you have the glasses?
No, I was an idiot who was driving too fast and reckless, and they arrested me.
Chips arrested you.
Chips arrested me.
Punch.
Yeah.
That's the best. Poncherello.
Ponch and John.
Hey, you're awesome, sir.
Hey,
Thank you
buddy.
so
So
much
good
for
to
coming.
see you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. To check out more of Dos Hombres products, just check out their website. We'll be right back.
Good tequila.